Welcome back. So in the last video, we went and rescued the princess from the clutches of the green dragon, and after returning her to the king in Tanticle Castle, she gave us the princess's pledge. As a reminder, this tells us how far we are from Tanticle Castle, and it also tells us how much experience we need to get to the next level. So since then, I actually went ahead and got up to level 14. Got some real nice stat boosts, particularly to strength and HP. So in this video, we're going to make our way down to Cantlin or Mercado, and we're finally going to use that fairy flute that we keep hearing about. So if you stored that in the vault, go ahead and take that out now, and we'll start making our way to the southern part of the map. As a reminder, we are going to that village down at the very bottom of the map in the center, surrounded by woods and the mountains, and then just north of the swamp. We're going to be fighting some really strong monsters, so if you find that you're not quite strong enough, my recommendation is go back to Rimuldar, train in that area, especially if you want to train down in the area of the shrine. You can find some gold golems, you can find some stronger monsters there, and then you can always just return to Rimuldar if you need it. So with that, let me go ahead and set on out. All right, one thing I want to point out real quick, you do see this village here in the desert. Go ahead and bypass that for now. That is a ghost town. It was destroyed by the Dragon Lord's monsters. There's some really powerful monsters in there now, including a boss battle that we'll circle back to. Spoiler alert, that's where we're going to find one of the items of the legendary hero Erdrick or Lodo, one of his defensive items. So we'll come back to that. We're not quite strong enough. So instead, just keep making your way south. And at this point, we're going to start finding some much stronger monsters. A couple different types of chimeras, a couple different types of skeletons. And then as we get closer to Cantlin or Mercado, again, we'll start finding the green dragons. One thing to be aware of with the Hocus Chimera, he can put you to sleep, he can heal himself, I think he can breathe fire or cast some fire spells, and I always have terrible luck with this guy with missing. I don't know if that's a mechanic that's actually built in or if it's just my terrible luck, but I hate the chimeras in this area. So just be careful. Don't be afraid to heal up early and heal up between battles. Because once again, if he puts you to sleep, he can get 4 turns where he can just start, pounding you into the dirt, and you can die pretty quick. So if you get the chance to heal, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, just ground and pound, get him out of there. Here's the third stage of the wolves. So first we had the blue wolf and the red wolf. Now here's the tear wolf, the yellow one. So one thing to be aware of, there are multiple paths. Ultimately, there's only one real way to make your way to Cantlin. Had I gone the northern route and gone through that maze in between all those mountains, it would have just looped around to the swamp beneath Cantlin. We will make our way down there eventually, but first I just wanted to get to the town itself. So here we are. Here's Cantlin or Mercado. Again, it looks like you can just walk in, but in reality, here's the golem that we've heard so much about. So when you get into the battle, first thing you're going to want to do is break out that fairy flute or pixie flute, whatever it's called in your version, and go ahead and play it. All right, and just like that, he's asleep. So go ahead and just start attacking him. If he wakes up, go ahead and just start playing the flute again. All right, and there we go. Just like that, we have defeated the golem that we've heard so much about. Got to level up. So again, great increase to strength and agility. Nice increase to HP, and we got the holy protection spell. All right, so let's go on into to Cantlin. So in this town, you're going to find out that there's a whole bunch of different weapons and armor shops, item shops, things like that. So if you look in here, obviously none of this appeals to us. We've already, exceeded all of that. This is the inn. Go ahead and check the, oh, gotta go ahead and drop something. Go ahead and pick up the Seed of Resilience. Got +4. Talk to this guy, and he's going to tell us about the legendary hero's armor, passed down from hand to hand until it fell into the hands of a guy named Magog. So what we don't know is where is that? Where did he go? Where were they? Ultimately, bottom line is that's going to be in the ghost town that we passed, that I had mentioned on the way down here. If you come down here and talk to this merchant, he's telling us that his family used to own a shop in Damdara, and his grandfather Magog is the one who ran it until the monsters came and destroyed it. So now we know that that desert, or that ghost town, is Damdara. His grandpa Magog ran a shop there. We now know that Magog had the armor of Erdrick or Lodo. And now we know that it's in the eastern part of that town. So ultimately, here in the remakes, once again, if you went into the town, you'll actually see a glowing thing on the ground showing you where it is. Had we not done that, we would have just had to be searching around or follow the clues of the individuals here in this town. So other than that, you can come here. Here's an items shop. Nothing really good for us. I'll point out, if you come over here, come through this door, you can buy some keys. 32. So as a reminder, Remuldar, they were 16. Tentacle Castle, they were 24. Here they're 32. And then this is the main reason you want to come to this town in terms of weapons and armor. This guy has the flame sword and the silver shield. So I can get +8 to my attack, or I can get +10 to my my defense. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'll pick up the silver shield now. And then go ahead and sell off my iron shield. So other than that, obviously, you know, we'll want to come back here. We'll want to get that flame sword at some point. I don't have the gold for it at this point, so that's fine. It's not too much of a hindrance for us. Other than that, there's really not too much to do here in town with one notable exception. So first off, just show you again, another weapons and armor shop. Nothing that we need. I already have the magic armor. Here's the blessed water for repelling. Let's loop around here. Seed of Magic. I'll go ahead and pop that. And got +5 MP. And then the last major thing that I need to do is actually come in here. If you have the Step Guard or whatever that spell is called, now is the time to use it. We need to make our way across these damaging tiles. As a reminder, they do a lot of damage. From 73 to 59, it's 14 HP per step. Be careful that you don't die. But we need to get down here to this this sage, because he is going to reveal to us the location of another legendary item that we're going to need to complete the story. Let's talk to this individual. And here's where the the princess's pledge comes into play. So he's telling us that if we are in a place where Tentacle Castle is 70 steps north of us, 40 steps west of us, we're going to find some sacred item. Ultimately, that is going to be the proof of our birthright. So that is going to be the Lodo Seal or the Mark of Erdrick, whatever it's called in the version that you are playing. But bottom line, that's one of the last items that we're going to need to go ahead and get. So I'm going to come up here, rest at the inn, and I'm going to call it here. In the next video, we'll actually go ahead and pick up the Mark of Erdrick, as well as make our way to Damdara and try and get the legendary hero's armor. I may end up training up a little bit in between videos just to see, you know, I'm not quite sure at this point that I'm actually strong enough to take on the boss that is guarding that armor. So I'll probably try and get up to level 16, level 17, just to make that battle a little bit smoother. But with that, thank you for watching, and stay tuned.